Hey everyone, so we got a fair bit of news at the Game Awards last night. It's some pretty cool stuff. Now I'm going to be focusing on basically Nintendo stuff, of course, this is a Nintendo channel, so yeah. But basically, some really nice stuff happened, more than I expected. I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm pretty happy about the overall night. It was pretty good. So let's get into it. So first let's talk about the actual awards. Mario Odyssey got Best Family Game of the Year, Cuphead got Best Art Direction, and Breath of the Wild got Best Action-Adventure Game, Best Direction of a Game, and Best Game of the Year. And yeah, I think it deserves all of those awards. I think it is the Game of the Year. But here's the thing. I know some people think that Mario Odyssey perhaps should have won over Breath of the Wild, but I disagree. Even though I do agree that Super Mario Odyssey is a more polished game than Breath of the Wild. I think it shows off the Nintendo Switch's features better. It was developed ground up for the Switch, and it's just a game that I think has a wider appeal and is amazing for a larger audience than Breath of the Wild. However, not by that much, and also, Breath of the Wild has changed the game. It has raised the bar, and basically ever since playing Breath of the Wild, any open world game I've played just feels lifeless by comparison and restrictive by comparison. Breath of the Wild really has this super immersive, highly interactive world, more so than any other world you've seen in a game. The level of freedom you have as to how you can go about exploring the world is far greater than any other game. And I've been playing a lot of pretty awesome open world games this year, like Metal Gear Solid 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, now Xenoblade Chronicles 2, even though it's technically not open world, but regardless, you know, it has big worlds. So these games, while I'm loving them all, especially Xenoblade 2, I'm playing through it right now, it's great, and I'll probably put a review for that at some point, but these games just feel lacking by comparison, at least in terms of exploration, because, for example, there may be a mountain there, and I'll be like, oh, I want to climb that mountain, I want to get up there, and you can't in all of these other games. You can't. You are limited. You can't literally scale walls like you can in Breath of the Wild. The world is not nearly as interactive. So Breath of the Wild changed things. It has literally changed how I perceive and play games now. Mario Odyssey didn't do that. You know, even though it's great, and it holds up pretty well next to Breath of the Wild, it did not change the game like Breath of the Wild did. So Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, deserves Game of the Year, and it is my personal Game of the Year as well. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. And I'm really happy for the team. They deserve the recognition. They did a great job, and hopefully they could do something special with the next one. So we'll talk about the Zelda DLC trailer that was also shown off last night, and the actual Zelda game in a little bit. But first I want to talk about the announcement and confirmation for Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 for the Nintendo Switch. That's right, 3 has been confirmed to be in development exclusively for the Nintendo Switch, and that is great, fantastic, super awesome, epic news. Like, it's a great game, and I'm glad it's coming to the Nintendo Switch. Is it going to come out next year? I don't know. We only got a teaser last night. However, I do think that there's a good chance we may see more of Bayonetta 3, more than just a teaser, at the January Direct. And yeah, there's going to be a January Direct. Nintendo's been doing a January Direct for the last few years. It's been rumored extensively. This is what Nintendo does. Expect that at a Direct. Will Bayonetta be there? Will it be more than just the same teaser trailer? I don't know. Maybe. I think it will. So hopefully that happens. But also, the Bayonetta 1 2 package are a package, and they're coming February 16th, which is also a pretty good announcement, and it's going to be great for people who haven't gotten a chance to actually play Bayonetta. Like myself, actually. I never got around to playing it on the Wii U, but now that it's on the Nintendo Switch, I expect it to be at a slightly higher resolution, still at 60 frames per second, and also portable. So that's going to be a pretty awesome package, and I can't wait for that. But now, let's get into the Breath of the Wild DLC. So we saw the trailer. Link is riding a motorcycle, which is amazing. We saw a lot of cutscenes about Zelda and the Guardians, and we saw a lot of different like shrines, right, or like really expansive shrines with a lot going on in them. So it looks like there's gonna be a lot to this DLC. So I went ahead and actually started playing the DLC, and it's interesting how it's done because at the beginning, right, well, when I boot up the game, Link, Zelda speaks to Link telepathically, and she basically tells Link to go to the Resurrection Chamber where you start the game and put in your Sheikah Slate to, scan some stuff and see what actually has happened. But I should note that you can only do this if you've actually beaten all the Divine Beasts. So basically you have to essentially have beaten the game aside from beating Ganon, which every time you beat Ganon, the game resets. So I went ahead and did that, and then it unlocks a special weapon, and 4 different points open up on the Great Plateau. This special weapon kills everything with one touch. The caveat is that everything also kills you with one touch. So it's a very interesting, like, twist on the gameplay, and it's actually pretty challenging. I died a few times. I haven't even beaten all the shrines yet. I'd only played for like half an hour, and you know, it's interesting. But I was a little worried because I was worried that this was the extent of the DLC, that I would beat all the shrines, all the 4 shrines with all the enemies and such, maybe access one giant divine beast, right, and then that's it. But it looks like there's gonna be more than that. I can't say for sure, obviously, but before I downloaded the DLC, my main quest, you know, list was 14 out of 15 completed, 15 being destroying Ganon, so it always resets when you beat the game. But now that I downloaded the DLC and I'm playing it, it has updated to 14 out of 20, which means 5 main quests were added, and this entire Great Plateau section, I imagine, is just one of those main quests. And with all the cutscenes we've seen in the trailer, I think, you know, there's probably a lot more to this. I haven't seen any of the cutscenes yet, so this could be a pretty extensive DLC. We'll see how extensive it actually is over the coming days. I will put up a review as soon as I can. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the extent of what happened last night. My impressions of the DLC so far. Bayonetta 3 is really exciting. Bayonetta 1 and 2 are really exciting. And I'm glad that Nintendo's done a great job this year. They had a lot of great games to show off. They both, Mario Odyssey and Zelda, were nominees. Zelda changed how we play and perceive games, open world games. It got Game of the Year. I'm a little sad that Xenoblade 2 was not nominated, but that's not Xenoblade 2's fault. Well, it is because it came out too late, but not because it isn't good. That's a whole other great game. We got Splatoon 2, we got ARMS, we got Mario Kart. The Switch is a great system. It's actually getting third-party support. Oh my god, that's crazy. So things are really good, guys, and I'm really excited. So yeah, just kind of a quick update and impressions and / news video for the Game Awards night. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to talk about the DLC in Zelda, Bayonetta 3, and so much more, what we'll be seeing in the January Direct. There's a lot to talk about. So yeah, let's talk about it in the comments below, and I will see you all really soon. Have a good night, morning, or afternoon, I'm not sure, but it's a good night for me. So, bye. See ya.